Okay, hello, and this is a tutorial on C++, how to make a beginner program that takes three random numbers and puts them into a average by adding them and then dividing by 3. I have a compiler called dev C++. You can find it by Googling it. You can also use Microsoft's compiler, 2008. Also works as well, but I just got dev C++ because it's faster to download. Okay, and you may have seen many tutorials on YouTube on how to make this program. It is pretty common, and this is one of the programs that I learned when I was just beginning. Okay, open the compiler up and go to File, New, Project. And it'll bring you to a whole, just stay on basic. Go to Console Application. I'll name my project YouTube. You can name it whatever you want. Click on the C++ project and then click OK. It makes you save it to the dev C++ folder and then just click Save. When you click this plus button up here, you have main.cpp. You can delete all this because we're not going to be needing it. Okay, and first is you're going to include IOStream, which what this means is it's including something, and it's including IOStream. Well, I'm pretty sure you're thinking, what is IOStream? IOStream is standard input-output, which means if you're going to use Cout or Cin, you need this because it's C output and C input. So that's what that means. Then you're going to using namespace std. What that means is instead of having to do something like std ... and then doing your thing, all you have to do is the function. So instead of doing like that, all you would have to do is like that. So that just, you need that. Okay, next, what you're going to want to be able to do is you're going to do int main void, which is pretty much saying to activate main, which means void means activation. So if you're going to activate main, whatever is in these brackets is what's going to be executing. So that's what's going to be going on. Type in double, 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 and double. So what does double mean? Well, double mean is decimal places. Like integer is dealing with a whole complete number. Double is dealing with decimals. So if your user happens to input a decimal, it won't show up some crazy errors. Then you can put, say, ddog1 equals 0.0. Then you can just put ddog2 equals 0.0. ddog3 equals 0.0. and d average equals 0.0. So what this is you always have to have that d in front of what you're doing because it's standing for double. So double dog 1, double dog 2, double dog 3, and double average equals. The reason why you put 0.0 is because it's dealing with a decimal place. And when you have 0.0, it can be any number the user inputs. If you put, say, 1.0, it wouldn't be changeable. It would automatically be set to 1.0 and freeze that value. So, now that you got that in, what you need to do is Cout. This is where it comes into IOStream. So, C output, that's what it's standing for. These signs means it's outputting something. If it was that, means it's inputting something. So we're going to output something to the screen. We would say, please input 3 numbers. Exclamation point. Yeah, that's good. And then go like that. End L. What end L means is, well, let me start from the beginning. Cout means it's outputting what? And quotation marks, or it'll look for a variable. Please input 3 numbers in text. Output something again. End L. End L means end line. So it'll, when they hit enter, it'll end that line and go to the next line. Next, you would put Cin, and then 2 arrows that way. This means C input. We'll just say ddog1 So when they do that, it'll go to, when they hit enter now, it'll go, they input the DDoG1, then they would input the DDoG2, then they would input the DDoG3. Now, once you got that, you need to put D average equals DDoG1 plus DDoG2 plus DDoG3 divided by 3. What this does is it's thinking in algebra. What it is if you did not have these marks right here, it would automatically start with the divide. So it would divide nothing, because there's nothing inputted, divided by 3, which would give it 0 right away. And then it would look for the pluses. So it would just be all 3 of them added up, which the divide by did it first, so it would equal 0, and then them added up would just equal the standard number, and it would just give you addition. So now they got that, you're going to see output again, and you're going to do the average between, no, I'll just say the average is, make it short, and then in brackets, or in quotation marks, and then that, and then you would put the average. So it would put the average is, and then it would output the D average, which is all 3 of them added up, divided by 3. Then you would put and L. What that's doing is it'll skip 2 lines, and it will display what? You would do system pause. What that does is it prevents from overloading the CPU. No, my bad, no it don't. System.pause means, or system pause is pausing the CPU. So it'll now pause this window to stay open. Then you would want to do return 0. Return 0 means it's returning at 0 milliseconds. So it'll always stay open. What this is a big loop. So 0 milliseconds, it'll just keep repeating this over and over again. So it'll give you your answer. Then when you hit enter, that's what this does. All this return 0 does is when you hit enter, it'll return to nothing. So it'll then therefore end the program. Okay, go up to execute, compile, and run. It'll ask you to save it. Main. I already have one, so I'll just say overwrite yes. It would compile it. If you have any errors, it'll show you your errors. There might be an error too. Yes, there is an error. There is an error. Okay, right here. The error means let's see. Oh, my bad. Forgot to put one of them at the end of that. Execute, compile, and run. There we go. Now, automatically put an EXE. So, here it is. Please input 3 numbers. I'll just say 15. I hit enter. Say 18, 17. The average is 16.6667. Press an AT continue. Hit a K, and there you go. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe to my videos for more tutorials. I hope this helped you, and please enjoy.